Feet apart, palms facing up. Allow your toes to fall out on either side. Just consciously allow the body to rest, lie heavy on the mat. Just visualize that with each passing breath, you're allowing your body to drop and sink deeper and deeper. Feel your arms and legs lying loose and completely free. Feeling the hips sinking into the mat, becoming heavy. Allow the lower back, middle back, and upper back to relax and soften. Soften the shoulders and the neck. Relaxing all the facial muscles. Relaxing the jaw, the chin, cheeks, eyes, forehead, scalp, and head. Feel the face and head completely soft and relaxed. Bring your awareness to your breath now. Feel the abdomen rise as you inhale. And feeling the abdomen fall all the way down toward the spine as you exhale. Follow the rhythm of the breath and the gentle rising and falling of the abdomen. With each inhalation, have the intention to recharge, to energize, to revive, and to come back to the present moment. And with each long exhalation, have the intention to relax completely, fully, to empty out completely, emptying out physical tiredness, any tension, tightness, stiffness, consciously breathing it out and away. And also emptying out mentally and physically, letting go of thoughts, feelings, emotions, breathing it all out. Emptying yourself out completely with each long exhalation. Stay with your breath for a couple of minutes more. Inhaling fresh energy. And exhaling away anything that's not serving you well right now. Feeling the abdomen rise and fall. Relax. Relax. Relax more deeply, more fully. Oh. Very slowly, bring your feet together. Stretch your arms over your head. Give yourself a nice, long, full body stretch, pointing your toes away, stretching your arms, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release, and very gently turn to your side. And come and sit up, keeping your eyes softly closed as you come up. Sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position. Keeping the back straight, shoulders relaxed. Take a couple of breaths to connect with your breath, to connect with your own self. And then we'll chant Om thrice and the prayers. Inhale now. Om. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् षडाननं कुङ्कुमारक्तवर्णं महामतिं दिव्यमयूरवाहनं रुद्रस्य सुनं सुरसेनिनाथं गुहं सदाहं शरणं प्रपद्ये या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रवृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजड्यापहा ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरुवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय श्री दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः। ओम सर्वमंगलमंगले शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्य त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So good morning everyone, welcome to special class, special advanced class to mark the International Day of Yoga. So this is the third in the series and so do what you can. It's an advanced class, but so go according to your own comfort level. Challenge yourself without getting hurt or anything. So, and Ritima is going to be demonstrating for us today. So anytime you can't follow what I'm saying, you can just look at her. Okay. So we start as usual with the pranayama practice. So find a nice, comfortable seated position. Keep the back straight. Chin parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed and down. And now bring your awareness again back to your breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale, empty out completely. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Preparing for the first round of Kapalabhati. Now you inhale deeply. And begin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 to exhale. Relax your lungs, relax your breath, and relax your mind. That was 100 pumpings of Kapalabhati. Preparing now for a short breath retention. Now you inhale a deep, comfortable breath, fill up your lungs to 3/4 capacity and very softly retain. Keep the body soft, relaxed. Meditate on the retention. That will help you hold the breath easier and longer. Repeating any mantra, any short prayer. Very softly now with control. Exhale, completely empty out smoothly. And then take a couple of breaths. Breathe, relax. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down, preparing for the second round of Kapalabhati. Try and make the exhalations sharp and forceful. Now you inhale and begin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 to exhale. Once again, relax the lungs, the breath. Take a couple of easy, gentle breaths on your own. Now preparing for one more retention. Now you inhale a deep, comfortable breath. Softly retain. Keep the body soft and relaxed. Meditate on the retention. Do what you can. Softly now with control. Exhale completely. And then breathe and relax. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Just check your sitting posture. Lift up from the base of the spine and keep the shoulders relaxed and down. And now preparing for the last and final round of Kapalabhati. We'll go maybe up to 130 pumping. So do what you can. Now you inhale deeply and begin. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, one, 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 one. To exhale. Relax your lungs after a long rapid round of Kapalabhati. Notice how the breath is moving a lot more freely through both the nostrils. Breathe, relax. Preparing for the last breath retention just in a moment. Now you inhale a deep, comfortable breath and very softly, very gently retain. The softer you hold it, the easier it is. Meditate now and be relaxed. Very slowly, gently, with control, exhale, completely empty out. Now, if you need to stretch your legs out, do that. Otherwise, if you're comfortable, then keep sitting undisturbed, preparing yourself for the alternate nostril breathing, Anuloma Viloma, keeping your left hand in Chin Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down and the back straight. Now you inhale deeply and exhale, empty out completely first to begin with. Now blocking your right nostril with your right thumb, always starting on the left. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Retain, gently close both the nostrils. Keep the grip soft. Right shoulder, right arm, right elbow relaxed. Face relaxed. On the right, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Inhale right on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Very gently retain. Very smoothly on the left, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Inhale left on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Retain your breath. Remember to keep the grip soft. The mind wanders, you bring it back to the breath. Exhalations are smooth and long. On the right, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Softly inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Very gently retain. Keep following the breath. Very smoothly on the left, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Softly on the left, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Gently retain. On the right, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. On the right, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Very gently retain. From the next round, we will increase the count a little bit. On the left, exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Softly on the left, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain, be patient with your attention. And repeat a mantra here if you'd like to. On the right, exhale on 10, on 9, on 8, on 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. On the right, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain gently. Be patient with your breath. I'm sure you're all doing fine. On the left, exhale on 10, on 9, on 8, on 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain your breath. The right shoulder, right arm, right elbow relaxed, neck and face relaxed, doing what you can. On the right, exhale on 10, on 9, on 8, on 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. On the right, inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain very softly, grip is soft, breath is smooth. Very smoothly on the left, exhale on 10, on 9, on 8, on 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. Inhale left on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain, be patient, we're almost done. On the right, exhale on 10, on 9, on 8, on 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2, on 1. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5. Retain the last attention. Now very gently for the last time on the left, exhale completely and smoothly. Then you can bring your right hand down back on the knee, sitting quietly for a few moments, feeling the benefits of the pranayama practice, feeling the energizing, cleansing effect of Kapalabhati, and the calming, soothing, balancing effect of Anuloma Viloma. Now slowly you can stretch your legs out and lie down on the mat. Take rest for a few moments, keeping the feet apart, palms facing up. Stay connected with your breath, feeling the breath moving in and out easily, effortlessly, in and out of the body. Each long exhalation, have the intention to relax. Very Very slowly, bring your feet together, stretch your arms over your head, give yourself a nice, long, full body stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch your body and release. Now bend your knees into the chest, hug your knees just for a few moments. Let your lower back ease and relax. Keep pressing the knee into the chest. And on the next exhalation, lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up, and stay here for about 4 to 5 breaths. It's a good way to ease the back, good stretch to do in the first thing in the morning. Now bring the head down and place your hands in between your calves and thighs and very gently rock yourself forward and backward 5 to 6 times. Inhaling as you go back and exhaling as you rock forward. So you're just preparing and warming up the spine for sun salutation with this movement here. And then slowly come and stand up at the top of the mat, keeping your feet together, shifting equal weight on both the feet. So just gently press the feet into the mat. It's really important to feel strong and grounded in all standing postures with equal weight on both the feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your palms together in prayer. Take a couple of breaths here. We're going to do just a slowish round to begin with, to really open up the body and to make any corrections if required. Now inhale, stretch up. Just stretch up, don't arch back, just lengthen the arms up. Really reach up towards the ceiling. Remember, you're not arching back right now, you're just lengthening up. Now keeping this length, now you push your abdomen and hips forward and now you arch back and stay here for a few breaths. Don't overstretch right now, just do a little less. Conserve your energy. Now slowly as you exhale, bending from the hip joint, reach forward across the room and then come down, fixing the palms in line with the feet. Relax the head and neck. Take a couple of breaths here, no rush. Inhale, now take your right leg back, right knee on the mat, hips down, look up. Keep pressing the hips down, looking up, taking your chin up to the ceiling, opening up the chest. Now take the other leg back, hold the body in a straight line, push up position, shifting your weight forward onto your arms, shoulders and wrists. Look a little ahead, not down. Imagine the body is parallel to the floor. Try and keep the abdominal muscles a little engaged. Now drop the knees down as we exhale. Push the hips back just a little bit. Chest down in between the hands. Forehead down. Abdomen tucked in. Elbows are bent. Ashtanga Namaskar. 8 parts of the body in contact with the floor. Now slowly from here, you slide forward and arch up and back. Soften the shoulders as you come up. Try and keep the feet together and elbows bent, sticking close to the body. Now, without shifting the hands, tuck your toes in, lift the hips up into the inverted V. Now, press down as much as you can into your hands and feet. Just imagine your hands and feet are like roots and they're digging deep into the earth. So dig deeper. Keep pushing the chest and shoulders down as well towards the mat, feeling the spine lengthen away. Now take a big step forward with your right leg, bring it in between the hands, left knee on the mat, hips down, look up and breathe. Exhale, bring the other leg forward, relax your back, neck and head, stay here. Just relax the head and neck completely. And then lengthen the arms forward first, lengthen up toward the ceiling and then arch back. Do it slowly, mindfully, keep the elbows straight. Exhale, bring the hands down into the starting position. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your palms together in prayer next to your heart. Inhale, first lengthen up and then arch back a little bit more if you can, keeping the ears and the upper arms aligned. Push the abdomen and hips forward. And now, as you exhale, reaching all the way forward and down, fix the palms, relax the head and neck, feeling a nice stretch at the back of the legs, breathe. Now take the left leg as further back as you can and then pressing the hips down towards the mat, lifting the chin up, opening up the chest, breathe. Now take the other leg back. Body is in a straight line. Just visualize that. Make a mental picture. Breathe. This is a strong posture. It builds physical as well as mental strength. Stay here just for a few more breaths. Shifting your weight a little more forward onto your arms if it's not there already. Now drop the knees down, push the hips back a little bit, and then bring the chest down so the hips remain up and the abdomen is tucked in. Inhale, slide forward, arch up and back. Soften the shoulders, draw them down away from the ears. Breathe. And then exhale, tuck your toes in, hips up, stay here a little longer. This is a wonderful posture. The whole body gets to stretch here. Observe the posterior muscles stretching, the spine lengthening, arms and the upper body becoming stronger. Breathe. Keep pressing your chest down, your shoulders down towards the mat. Now take a big step forward with your left leg, dropping the right knee on the mat. Make sure your back leg is stretching back a little bit more now. Hips down, look up, breathe. Try and keep your palms as flat on the mat next to your foot if you can. I'm sure you're all advanced practitioners and that should be possible. Exhale the other leg forward. Relax your back, neck, and your head. Take a couple of breaths more over here. And then lengthen the arms forward first. And then lengthen up towards the ceiling and then arch back fully. Exhale, relax. Very good. Take a couple of breaths as you come back into the starting position. And now be prepared for a slightly more dynamic flow, flowing with the breath, stretching deeper with each round. Inhale, exhale, palms together in prayer position 1. Inhale, stretch up, arch back a little bit more, 2. Long exhalation, 3. Fix the palms. Inhale, right leg all the way back, 4. Look up. Take the other leg back, 5. Straight line. Exhale, 6. Knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, deeply, 7. Exhale, hips up, inverted V, 8. Press down. Inhale, big step forward, right leg. Look up, 9. Exhale, 10. Inhale, forward, up, arch back all the way, 11. Lengthen back. Exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, palms together, 1. Inhale, deeply, arch back a little bit more, 2. Long exhalation, emptying your lungs out, 3. Inhale, left leg all the way back, 4. Hips down. Retain the breath, 5. Straight line. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale deeply, 7. Exhale, hips up, inverted V, 8. Inhale, left leg forward, 9. Hips down, look up. Exhale, 10. Inhale, forward, up, arch back all the way, 11. Exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, deeply lengthen back, focus on the breath. Exhale, emptying out, 3. Inhale, right leg back, 4. Retain the breath, 5. Exhale, 6. Inhale deeply, 7. Exhale, completely press down, 8. Inhale, right leg forward, 9. Exhale, 10. Inhale, forward, up, arch back all the way, 11. Exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale deeply, 2. Long exhalation, emptying out, 3. Inhale, left leg back. Retain the breath, 5. Exhale, 6. Inhale deeply, 7. Exhale, press down deeper, 8. Inhale, left leg forward, 9. Exhale, 10. Inhale, forward up, arch back all the way. Exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, prayer. Inhale deeply, 2. Long exhalation, emptying your lungs out, 3. Inhale, right leg back, 4. Retain your breath, 5. Exhale, 6. Inhale deeply, 7. Exhale completely, 8. Press down deeper. Inhale, big step forward, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward, up, arch back all the way. Exhale, 12, relax. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale deeply, 2. Exhale, emptying your lungs out, 3. Inhale, left leg back 4. Retain 5. Exhale. Inhale deeply 7. Exhale completely 8. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale forward up, arch back all the way maximum now. Exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, palms together 1. Inhale deeply, lengthen back 2 all the way. Exhale, emptying your lungs out 3. Inhale, right leg back 4. Retain 5. Exhale 6. Inhale deeply 7. Exhale completely 8. Press down. Inhale, right leg forward 9. Exhale 10. Inhale forward up, arch back all the way 11. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale deeply. Exhale, emptying out 3. Inhale, left leg all the way back 4. Look up. Retain 5. Exhale. Inhale deeply 7. Exhale completely 8. Press down more. Inhale, left leg forward. Look up. Exhale. Inhale forward up. Arch back all the way. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale deeply 2. Lengthen back. Exhale, emptying out 3. Inhale, right leg back 4. Retain the breath 5. Exhale 6. Inhale deeply 7. Exhale completely 8. Press down. Inhale, big step forward right. Exhale left. Inhale, stretch forward up and arch back fully. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale deeply, lengthen back 2. Long exhalation 3. Inhale, left leg back 4. Retain 5. Exhale. Inhale deeply 7. Exhale completely 8. Press down. Inhale, big step forward left, look up. Exhale right. Inhale forward, up and arch back all the way. Exhale, relax. Last set of 2. Take a couple of breaths if you need to. And stretch maximum now. Body is really warmed up by now. Inhale, exhale, palms together 1. Inhale, arch back all the way 2. Long exhalation 3. Inhale, right leg all the way back, hips down 4. Retain the breath 5. Exhale 6. Inhale deeply 7. Soften the shoulders. Exhale completely, press down maximum 8. Inhale, big step forward right, hips down. Exhale left. Inhale forward up, arch back all the way. Exhale, relax. Last time on the left, inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, left, hips down. Retain. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, press down deeper. Inhale, left, hips down, look up. Exhale, right. Inhale forward, up and arch back, maximum now. Exhale, relax. Very good. Keep the feet apart. Eyes softly closed. Slow down the breath consciously. Feel the wonderful benefits of sun salutation, feeling the stretch, the energy flowing through the body, circulation. Slow down the breath for a few more moments. And then slowly roll back on the mat, lie back in Shavasana. Take rest for a few moments, keeping your feet apart, palms facing up. If you need to, you can squeeze your shoulders up and down a couple of times. Roll the head side to side a couple of times if you need to. And then be still. Allow each breath, each exhalation to relax you, calm you down. With each long exhalation, emptying out all the effort you made so far, any tiredness. Whoa. Very slowly bring your feet together, stretch your arms over your head, give yourself a nice, long, full body stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release. Now place your arms by the side of the body. We'll start with some simple single leg raises and then we'll do maybe a couple of single leg variations. So keep the feet together, flex the feet, point the toes in, push the heels away. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Now stay here and keep breathing. Just imagine you're trying to push your heel up towards the ceiling and point your toes in. And try and bring the leg closer to the upper body. The body is warmed up by now, so you should be able to do that. Now hold the thigh with both your hands, just the thigh for right now. Let's move into the stretch gradually. Pull the leg in closer to the upper body, keeping the knee straight. Now as we exhale, lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up, and according to your own ability, you can walk your hands up the leg, either at the thigh, placing them at the ankle, toes, wherever is possible for you. The only condition being that your knee is straight. If you find your knee getting bent, then it's a sign that you need to bring your hands lower down. Feel the nice long stretch at the back of the leg and imagine you're breathing into that stretch, keeping your left leg, the resting leg relaxed on the mat. Now we're not going to hold this stretch for too long. It's just a preparation for what we're going to do. So now bring your hands back towards your thigh and bring the head down and keep pulling the leg in towards you for a few more breaths, feeling the stretch. Good, now slowly release the hands and exhale, bring the right leg down, shake out your right leg. Now, just follow the instructions, and if you can't follow what I'm saying, you can just take a look at what Rituma is doing. Place your left foot on top of the right thigh in a half lotus kind of position. Try and bring the foot as close up towards your pelvis as you can. And then as you inhale, lift your right leg up in this half lotus position. And then hold the leg wherever is possible for you, keeping the knee straight. Pulling the leg in, keep the head down in this one. No need to raise the head. Keep pulling the leg in, bring the knee towards the chest as much as you can. If you want, you can walk your hands up towards your calf if you have the capacity and the flexibility today, or towards the ankle, whatever is possible for you, and draw the leg in closer to the upper body. You can even hold the toes if you'd like to. Up to you. And feel the nice long stretch at the back of the right leg. Here, the hip may come a little bit off the mat, and that's perfectly okay, no problems. Just a little bit. Stay here now with the stretch. Always direct your breath to the part that's working. So in this case, directing your breath to the back of your leg. Imagine you're breathing up and down along the length of the leg, the back of it. Good. Now slowly what you do is, keeping the half lotus position, release your hands and exhale, bring the right leg down in the half lotus. Now straighten both the legs, shake them out, and we'll repeat the same thing on the left side. Shake out both the legs first, arms by the side of the body. Now inhale, lift your left leg up and bring it as close to the upper body without touching it initially, just using your breath and your abdominal muscles. Thigh coming towards the chest, the knee coming towards the chest. Now hold the thigh with both your hands and gently pull the leg in closer, applying a little pressure with your hands And now on the next exhalation, you lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up, and walk the hands up according to your own ability, your own flexibility. The only condition being that the knee remains straight. If the knees bend, then you don't get the proper stretch. Now breathe. Remember also to keep your right thigh and your right knee relaxed into the mat. Soften the shoulders and the neck. Directing your breath to the back of your leg. Stay here for a few more breaths. Make sure your toes are pointed in and your heel is lifting up to the ceiling at all times. Good. Now very slowly bring your hands back to your thigh, bring the head down and keep pulling the leg still in for a few more breaths. Good. Slowly exhale, release your hands and release your left leg, bring it down slowly. Shake out your left leg now. Now we do the next stretch, which is in the half lotus leg stretch. So keep your right foot on top of the left thigh in a half lotus. Keep your arms by the side to begin with. Now as you inhale, bring the left leg up in half lotus. Now you hold the leg wherever is possible for you. So I'm assuming that everybody is an advanced practitioner. So try and see if you can go up towards your calf, shin, ankle, wherever is possible, toes. Stay here now, keeping the head down in this one. And just trying to pull the leg in, trying to unite it with the upper body as much as you can. Remember to breathe freely. The more freely you breathe, the better and the easier you can stretch with no struggle. So really free up the breath when you're doing deep stretches. Especially today through the class, really free up that breath. Just a few more breaths. Now slowly release the hands and in the half lotus, bring the left leg down straight. And then once you come down, you can straighten out your legs, shake out your legs if you need to. And we're going to do one more stretch just in a moment, but first breathe, relax and recharge for a moment. And then bend your knees, keep the feet on the mat and keep the knees and your feet about little less than hip width apart with your feet parallel to each other. Now, keeping the right leg where it is, lift the left leg and place the left foot on top of your right thigh in half lotus. This time you place the foot closer to the knee, not towards your pelvis, closer towards the knee. That will make it a little simpler. And now from here, you lift your right leg off the mat, right foot off the mat. Take your left hand and you can watch Dutama and thread that hand in between the two legs. Bring the left hand on the outside of the right knee and bring your right hand from the outside, interlock the hands, both the hands on top of the right knee, and then you're trying to press your right knee down towards your chest. Stay here. It's a wonderful stretch for the hips and the thighs. Here again, the head is down. You're trying to bring your knee towards your chest. You should feel more of a stretch on the left side of the hip joint in this one. Keep pressing down, hold it. Breathe into the hip joint, into the stretch. But slowly drop the right foot down and the left foot down on the mat, knees bent in the starting position. Now we do the same thing on the other side. Place your right foot on top of the left thigh in half lotus. Lift the left leg off the mat and take your right hand, thread it in between the two thighs, bring it on the outside of the left knee, interlocked with the other hand. Both the hands are interlocked. And you're trying to press your knee down towards the chest with your interlocked hands. Keep pressing down. The idea is to bring the knee as close to the chest as possible. So remember to do what you can. We're all at different stages of our journey. So do challenge yourself, but also listen to your body, honor it. But slowly drop both the feet back on the mat with the knees bent now. And then stretch your arms horizontally by the side, like a T. Separate your feet and legs a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more than the hip width apart. Now inhale, and as you exhale, drop both the knees down to the right side. So this is a nice relaxing stretch. Head turns to the left side. So you don't have to put any effort here. Just relax, allow your knees to just drop down to the right side as much as they can. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed and just allow your lower back and your hips to get some rest. Inhale, come back to the center, and now dropping both the knees all the way to the left side. Remember, the feet are on the mat, they're not off the mat. Head turns to the opposite side, and now just relax. Just reduce the effort. No need for effort here. Come back to the center and then stretch your arms, stretch your legs, give yourself a nice, long, full body stretch. And exhale, relax for a few moments. Just take a couple of breaths, recharge before we do a little bit work for the abdomen now. Good. Now bring the feet together. If the back is feeling strong, you can interlock your hands, keep them underneath your head, or you can even keep them stretched sideways like a T, whatever's a good arm position for you. Bring the feet together. And as you inhale, lift both the legs up 90 degrees. And stay here for a couple of breaths, everyone. And first, straighten your knees. We're going to do a slight circling of the legs from here. Now separate your legs wide apart and stay there for a couple of breaths. Check your knees. They should be straight. Now you circle them down. Circle the legs down and join them down at the base a few inches off the mat. And then inhale, lift the legs up together. Separate them wide apart. And very slowly exhaling, circling them down. Just make sure that when you come down, you're a little off the mat. You're not touching the mat. Legs together, inhale up, straight, wide apart. And exhale, slowly come down, bring the feet together, legs together. Inhale, up straight, wide apart. And exhale, down, making a circle, joining it. Inhale, up, wide apart. And exhale, down, and relax for a few moments. Just take a couple of breaths, bring the legs down on the mat. Breathe and recharge. Now bring the feet together. Now we're going to reverse this movement. Bring the feet together and lift the legs maybe just 5 to 6 inches off the mat. Just 5-6 inches. Now separate your legs wide apart from here and then circle them upwards and join them together. Exhale, slowly come down a few inches off the mat. Legs wide apart. Circle them up, joining them. Exhale, down. Legs apart. Circling them up as you inhale. Exhale, down, few inches off the mat. 2 more times, wide apart. Inhale, up, together. Exhale, down. Last time, legs wide apart. Inhale, up. And exhale, down, relax. Keep the feet apart, release your arms. Squeeze the shoulders if you need to. Roll the head side to side a couple of times. Feel the lightness in the body after all the stretching. Now we'll do one last stretch before we move on. Bring the feet together. Once again, choose any arm position, either hands interlocked or stretch sideways, whichever one is better for you. And then inhale, lift both the legs up 90 degrees. And then separate your legs wide apart. Now place your palms, your hands, either inside the inner thighs, calves, ankles, toes, wherever is possible for you. And try and use your hands to separate your legs wider. Toes are pointing down. Hold wherever is possible for you. Keep the knees straight. That's the only important thing. And stay here. Breathing into the hip joint. Try to separate your legs wider. Use the pressure of the hands. And then once you've done that, try and bring the legs down towards the floor as much as is possible for you. Slowly release your hands and then bring the legs together now. Hug your knees into the chest and relax here for a few moments. And then drop the legs down, feet apart, take rest for a few moments in Shavasana. Always look for subtle changes that happen in the body and in the mind through the practice. Now the body should be feeling a little lighter, mind a little more free. Om. Slowly bring your feet together, stretch your arms over your head, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release. Now very gently turn over, flip over and relax in the child's pose in preparation for the Asana, the headstand. Take a few moments. And keep the knees sufficiently apart so that you can bring your head down with comfort. Keep the arms by the side and take a few moments and just rest. Make a mental picture of yourself in the headstand. And remember to do what you can. And then slowly come and sit up now. So today what we're going to do is, I think in the first two classes, the previous teachers taught you some different variations. So today we're going to start with a variation and then we'll come to the classical pose. So we will start with a different arm position today. So I'm just going to just instruct Ritima step by step and you can follow her. Here we will create a tripod with our two hands and the top of the head. So from this sitting up position, place your hands a little ahead of your knees, flat on the mat, and open up the fingers so that you get a good base. Open up the fingers and now you place the top of the head so that you make a triangle, a tripod with the top of the head and the two hands. So everybody got that? Now, as usual, lift your hips up like you do in the normal classical coming up, and then start walking your legs forward like you do in the classical pose. And now bring one knee into the chest and then the other one, and then very slowly you straighten out the legs, lift the knees up, and then straighten the legs out. Very good. So sometimes people find this easier to come up into. So everybody try. Just keep the legs relaxed and be conscious that you're pushing your body weight more on your hands, not too much on the head. So shift the weight more on the hands. Legs relaxed. Just try. Focus on the hands, pushing the weight there. Okay, slowly now bending one knee at a time or both the knees together. Slowly come down and stretch back into the child's pose for a few moments. Slowly coming down step by step if you can. And then just relax. In the child's pose, while you're relaxing in the child's pose, take your hands behind you, interlock them because you need to just make sure that your shoulders and arms are relaxed. Stretch your arms up toward the ceiling, giving your shoulders a good stretch. And slowly exhale, bring the arms down, back by the side of the body. Take a couple of breaths now. And just in a few moments, we will come up in the classical pose, which I'm sure most of you can do. Otherwise, try what you can do. So slowly now come up. Make a tripod. First measure out the arms, bring the elbows down, make a tripod, resting the top of the head on the mat, back of the head against the interlocked hands, hips up. Slowly walk forward. Keep walking forward until you can't do it any longer. And then knees into the chest. Stay here for a few moments if you're still trying in the half position. And then once you find yourself ready and able, you lift your knees up toward the ceiling and then straighten the legs up. If you're still trying, maybe you can just hold the half for longer and stay there. That's a good practice. Now, if you're in the classical pose, hold it now. Soften the legs. And if you have an established headstand practice, you can even keep your eyes closed for the next minute or so. Visualizing the blood flowing from your toes, through your legs, through all your internal organs in the torso, all the way to your face and your head and your brain, nourishing the brain. Think of the benefits. Stay here just for another few moments. If you've come down, try again, step by step. So remember that to get the maximum benefit of any inverted posture, it's really important to hold it for at least 2 minutes. Now preparing for a few variations. Separate your legs wide apart as you exhale and stay there for a few breaths. Just with each breath, try and widen the gap a little bit. Keep breathing. Feeling the stretch in the inner thighs. Now from here, bring the soles of the feet together into a butterfly position with the knees spread out like wings. Soles of the feet together. Try and bring the heels as close to your pelvis as you can. Now from here, exhale, twist to the right side. Twisting from the waist, from the hip joint. Come back to the center. And as you exhale, twist all the way to the left. Take a couple of breaths here. Keep twisting more. Be strong. Be patient with yourself. Come back to the center. And then straighten the legs up. Straighten the legs up back into the classical pose. Now place your left foot on your right thigh in a half lotus position. Half lotus. And as you exhale, bring the right leg all the way down in front of your face, as close to the floor as you can. Very good. Inhale, right leg up. Straighten both the legs. And now on the other side, bend the right leg, placing the right foot in half lotus on the left. Very slowly exhale, do what you can. Bring the left leg down. as much as is possible for you, as close to the floor. Inhale, left leg up slowly. Straighten both the legs. And if you'd like to, I think in the previous two classes, the special advanced classes, I think everybody tried the scorpion. So we can finish off with that. If you're still up to it, separate your feet. Bend your knees. And then focus on really arching the back, dropping the heels towards the hips. Keep arching first. Don't be in a rush. See, it's okay to stop halfway, but get this arch right. And then release your hands, place your forearms, palms flat on the mat. And then pushing your shoulders down, lift your head up, chin up if you can. Otherwise, stay with just the palms and the forearms flat on the mat. Do what you can. Even a few steps would be good. And slowly releasing the posture, coming down into the child's pose and taking rest now. Feeling the benefits of the Shirshasana. Mind feels more balanced, calm, quieter. Slowly turn over and lie down. Take a few moments of rest in Shavasana now, feet apart. You may feel some tension in the shoulders or neck, so squeeze the shoulders up and down. It's a good time to do that. Roll the head side to side a couple of times and then rest. Remember always to come back to your breath. Coming back to the comfort and the ease of your own breath. Oh. Slowly bring your feet together now. Stretch your arms over your head. Stretch, stretch, stretch your whole body. And exhale, release. Now place your arms by the side of the body, preparing for the next inverted asana. The shoulder stand and the entire sequence. So make sure there's enough place behind your head so that you don't have a problem when we do the plow. Keep the arms by the side of the body now. And now as you inhale, swing your legs up, getting your hips off the mat. Support your back. Take your time, no rush. Take your time. Just relax for a few moments. Wherever you've reached, wherever you come up, stay there for a few breaths before you make any further corrections or adjustments. Allow the body to get used to this inverted position. Now lift the hips up a little bit more if you can and walk the hands a little more down towards the shoulder blades. Keep doing that a couple of times more until you find your chest coming to your chin and your body weight naturally shifting onto your shoulders. Lift the hips up just a little bit more, walk the hands down just a little bit more, and then once you feel stable and upright, stay here undisturbed for the next 2 minutes. Keeping the eyes softly closed. This is a wonderful posture to meditate in. Legs are relaxed. And keep the awareness in the throat area and the throat center. Since the Sarvangasana works directly on the Vishuddhi chakra, the throat center, very powerful energy center. Meditate here. Or simply watch your breath and allow the posture now to work on you. You stop working on it now. Now, very slowly, we move into the unsupported version of the Sarvangasana. So let's do it step by step. You can first, if you're not very confident about it, so you can release your right hand first, place the right hand on the side of your right thigh. You can even place a hand in Chin Mudra for better concentration if you'd like to. Otherwise, just keep the palm straight. And now if you're comfortable, try and see if you can release your left hand also. Otherwise, do one arm at a time. Place your hands in Chin Mudra. That sometimes helps in better concentration. Stay here now. Shift your weight onto your shoulders, pressing into the shoulders, lifting the hips up, keeping the legs relaxed as much as possible. Also using your abdominal muscles. Very good. Do one arm at a time. The Niralamba Sarvangasana now, unsupported shoulder stand. Just a few more breaths. Remember to shift your weight, pressing the shoulders into the mat in this one. Now support your back, come back into the classical pose. Straighten up, take a couple of breaths here, relax the legs. And now the next exhalation, drop your right leg down into the half plow. Bring the right leg down as much as is possible. I'm sure all of you can bring it down. Now stay here for a couple of breaths, feeling the stretch at the back of the right leg. Left leg is strong, straight up. Now inhale, bring the right leg up. And from here, very slowly, you're going to drop into, land into the half bridge with the right leg, keeping the left leg up. You can just watch with Vitama in case you're not clear. Left leg is up, right leg down in a half bridge kind of position. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Hips up. Now slowly inhale and lift yourself back up again. Now as you inhale, bring the left leg down, all the way down to the floor if you can. Toes are pointing in. Take a few breaths here. Right leg is strong, straighten up. Left leg is down. Now inhale, left leg up. And very slowly, you bend your left leg and slowly landing into the left, to the half bridge on the left side. Right leg stays up straight. Hips up, very good. Now kick yourself back up into the shoulder stand, left leg up. Straighten up, stay in the shoulder stand just for a moment. Couple of breaths. No hurry. And slowly exhale, drop both the legs down behind into the plow. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths first. Try not to struggle, come down as much as is possible for you. And now inhale, lift the legs up, back into the shoulder stand. And from here, we're going to come into the Setubandh Asana. Drop both the legs down, bend your knees, drop both the legs down, hips up, arch your back, hips up. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths more. And then inhale, lift your right leg up, left leg up, kick up back into the shoulder stand. And then exhale with a long exhalation, dropping down into the plow and now settling down here. Now all the movement is over. Now stay still. You can release your hands in case your toes are reaching the floor. Wherever you are, point your toes in. Wherever you are, push the heels away. Feeling a nice long stretch in the entire back of the body now. Try and reduce the effort and really focus on your breath. Using each breath to bring you into a more relaxed state. The more you relax with each exhalation, the easier this becomes. Now separate your legs wide apart. Support your back first. Separate your legs wide apart, as wide as you can. Stay here. Keep the back supported for everyone. Just stay here. Just widen the legs, feeling a nice long stretch at the back of the legs and the hips. Breathe. Now slowly walk the hands, the feet closer together until they're about slightly more than hip width apart, preparing for the Karn Pidasana. Now see if you can drop both the knees on either side of your ears. Just see if you can drop them all the way down towards the floor. If they've reached the floor, you take your arms, wrap your arms around the back of your thighs and try and reach for your ears. If your knees are not reaching the floor, just stay there. Then don't do this arm position. Just try and get your knees down first. Even there, you'll get benefit by bending the knees and dropping them down as close to the floor. Stay here now if you're in the Asana. Now straighten the legs back into the Halasana and place your palms on the mat. Imagine your hands are like brakes and you slowly roll out one vertebra at a time, very gently with control. Once you come down, just relax for a few moments, shake out your legs if you need to. You may need to just squeeze the shoulders up. That's up to you. Anything that makes you feel more comfortable. Relax for a couple of breaths before we move on. It's a long sequence. Good. Now, slowly bend your knees. We'll do the Chakrasana, the wheel pose. Bend your knees. Keep the heels close to the buttocks. Place your hands behind the shoulders. Let's go step by step. And then once you place your hands behind underneath the shoulders, make sure that you open up the fingers. That gives you a wide, strong base to lift yourself up with. Once you've done that, take 2 to 3 breaths. Really gather enough energy, enough strength. Now as you inhale, push deeper with your hands, really pressing into the earth, pushing the wrist down, lift your whole body up into the wheel. Keep pushing down with your hands, lifting up more. Very good. Once you've done that, try and reduce the gap between your feet and your hands. Either we walk the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands, just closing the circle a little bit. Now come up on your toes and just stay there for a few moments on your toes. Now bring the heels down. And now here you're going to just rock forward and backward. Just rock your body forward and backward. You can take your legs a little away if that's more comfortable for you and rock forward and backward. Just a rocking movement. It's a very, very good movement for the back. Just a few times. Be strong on your hands. And then very slowly come down. Hug your knees into the chest. Relax for a few breaths. It's one of the most energizing postures ever, the chakras in the wheel. If you practice this daily, you'll never feel lazy or lethargic. Now rock side to side, right to left, left to right a few times. And then bring the legs down, straighten out your legs, preparing yourself for the Matsyasana, the fish pose. Straighten out your legs and tuck your arms underneath your body. If you want to do it in half lotus, if you're comfortable with that, you can do it in half lotus as well. Now inhale, lift your chest up, head up, come up, pushing your body weight on your elbows. Lift your chest up more and drop your head all the way back until the top of the head is resting on the mat. Take big breaths now. Big, strong yogic breaths. Filling yourself up with fresh energy and emptying out all the stale air. This is a very important asana, especially for the current times when we really need to take care of our lungs, keep them healthy, strong, increase the lung capacity. Imagine each breath is really opening up the lungs and increasing the capacity. Just a few more breaths, big, strong breaths. And very slowly now, slide your head, release your hands, shake out your wrists, squeeze the shoulders if you need to, and relax. At this stage of the practice, you'll find the body feels lighter, the mind feels a lot more free, the breath is effortless, easy and smooth. Slowly bring your feet together, stretch your arms over your head, give yourself a nice, full, long, full body stretch, and exhale, release very gently, turn to your side, come and sit up, and you can all face your device, whatever you're using, your phone, iPad, laptop, whatever, just face that. And we'll start with just a little bit of preparation before we do forward bending. So these are good practices to do every day on your own as well. Starting with the butterfly, which you all know. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the heels as close to the perineum as possible. Grab hold of your toes and flap actively. I'm sure you all know it and you do it every day. It's a good, simple practice. It just makes any kind of forward bending a little more effortless. Flap actively, the body nice and open up by now. Knocking your knees on your mat. Now stop for a moment, inhale, stretch your spine up, moving into the Baddha Konasana, another preparatory pose. Stretch your spine up, bend your elbows and bend forward and down now. Using your bent elbows to push your knees, calves, and thighs down. If you're feeling very flexible, like Ritima feels every day, you can stretch your arms forward as well. Or just keep pressing down with the elbows, whatever's good for you. Keep pressing the elbows down, the knees down with the elbows, feeling a deeper stretch in the inner thighs. And then slowly come up. These are just quick preparatory poses. Straighten out your legs, shake your legs out now. Shake out your legs first, and then we'll move on. Now, once again, bring the soles of the feet together. We'll do the simple version of the Kurma Asana, the tortoise. Take your feet away from you, making a kind of diamond with your legs. Stretch your arms up, lengthen the arms up. And then as you exhale, you bend forward, slide your arms underneath your calves and your thighs, and grab hold of your toes and bending forward and down at the same time. That's good. So here again, like in any forward bend, the more you relax with each exhalation, the more comfort you find in the pose. No amount of struggling is going to make that happen. So really use and trust your breath. The more you relax, the easier the chest will come down towards the floor. Now release your arms and stretch up once again. Stretch up. Release your arms from underneath. Straighten out your legs. Shake your legs out. Now let's try a slightly more advanced version of the Kurma Asana. We'll try a different approach to get into it. So bend your knees. You can bend your knees and keep the feet flat on the mat. Separate your feet wider than hip width apart. Slightly wider. Now stretch your arms up once again. Stretch your arms up and then bend forward and down. And once again, slide your arms underneath your thighs and bring them horizontally by your sides. That's right. Now the next step is you straighten out your legs and widen them. Straighten out the legs and widen them as much as you can. Trying to get your knees down. Do what you can, just widen the legs, bring the knees down. Arms are right now by the side, but like Rittima, you can even, if you're feeling flexible, you can take your arms around the back of your hips. And if you're feeling even more flexible, you can interlock them as well. Do what you can, otherwise keeping them by the side is also fine. Slowly now you can start untangling yourself from this. Release your arms from underneath and stretch up for one last time. Stretch up and release. Straighten out the legs. Now shake your legs out. Take a few moments. Take a couple of breaths before we move on. Now separate your legs wide apart once again, as wide as you can. Use your hands to separate them wider, really splitting them apart. And now you grab hold of your big right toe with your right hand. Moving into first a lateral stretch, lift your left arm up, just like you do in the triangle, lift up. And just like you do in the triangle, go sideways, trying to reach your big right toe with your left hand. So now both the hands are holding the big right toe. You're trying to relax your right elbow down towards the mat. And if both the hands are reaching the toe, you can look up through your armpit and you can try and look up towards the ceiling. Keep looking up, very good. So you're getting a nice lateral stretch. And if you look up and back a little further more, you even get a slight spinal twist. But do what you can. Just a couple of breaths more. And slowly inhale, come back up. And then grab hold of your big left toe with your left hand. Stretch your right arm up first, maximum. Stretch up and then go sideways like you do in the Asana, all the way reaching out to your big left toe. Now try and relax your left elbow, dropping it down towards the mat. And if you feel like this is not a comfortable position, Rittima, you can show them the other arm position, which you just did. You can try that one also, placing your left hand on your right thigh. You can just watch her. That may be a little more comfortable. So you can just see what works better for you. Keep breathing, looking up. And if you can, try and look back as well so that you get a bit of a spinal twist as you look further back. Feeling your whole of the right side stretching away. Just a few more breaths. Even if you're practicing on your own, just try not to give up. But slowly inhale, come back up. Good. Now, once again, bring the legs together, shake them out. It's a good thing to do because the legs do get a little tense and tired. So shake out your legs. And the last one, I promise. Now, separate your legs wide apart. Now we move into a forward bend with the legs wide apart. Stretch your arms up, all the way up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bending from the hips all the way forward, start walking your hands forward on the mat, on the floor. Start walking the hands forward more and more. And then slowly dropping your forearms and elbows on the mat once you stretch the arms maximum. And the more you relax, you'll notice the easier the chest and the abdomen will fall onto the mat. But that will only happen if you keep the exhalations long and really have the intention of relaxing and not striving. allowing your breath and gravity to do the job. Not using effort, not striving or struggling. Remembering that your breath is your best friend, your best companion at all times, not just on the yoga mat, but in life. Soften the hips, the lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, arms, chest, neck, face and head. Take a few more breaths, relaxing with each exhalation more and more. And then inhale, stretch your arms up, stretch up. And exhale, bring the arms down, straighten out your legs and get ready for the inclined plane. We'll just do the simple classical inclined plane, bring the legs together. Place your hands behind with the fingertips pointing away. Drop the head down, back behind. Take a couple of breaths before you start. Drop the head and head down, chin up, just relax. And once you feel ready and strong enough, inhale, push into the hands, into the arms, lift your hips up. You all know the inclined plane. So keep shifting the body weight onto the hands, lifting the hips up and up toward the ceiling. Take a few more breaths. And slowly exhale, come down. And slowly flip over and relax in the child's pose now. Okay. Keep the knees slightly wider apart so you get a better stretch in your hip joint and in your lower back. And in this one, just try and keep a modified child's pose with your arms stretched forward. Slightly modified version. Completely relax, surrender into the earth, into the mat. Surrendering all the tiredness, all the effort you made so far. And slowly from here, you come up into the inverted V with your arms stretched forward. Come up into the inverted V, press down. Now we're going to go step by step into the pigeon, the Kapot Asana, which maybe was done in the last or the last to last class, but let's see how we can progress a little bit more. Now we'll approach it from the inverted V. So you bring the right leg forward, bend the right knee, and then drop the left leg down. Stretch the left leg as further back as you can. So check that your right ankle should be close to the left pubic bone. And the back leg is stretched back maximum. Let's go step by step. Don't rush into it. Now, slowly walk your hands forward, resting your chest on your thigh. So just make sure over here that you have equal weight and you're not tilting on either side. Stay here for a few breaths. Keeping your awareness on your hip joint and on your lower back. You're getting relaxation there by just staying in this preparation to the full pigeon. This is also a very good resting position. Now we'll move forward. Now place your hands directly under your shoulders like you do in the Bhujangasana. And then as you inhale, lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up. You can keep watching Rhythma. We're going slowly, step by step, so everybody can follow. So arch up and back, head back, chin up. Now walk your hands closer towards your hips if you can, increasing the arch. You can even keep your fingertips resting on the mat, but try and keep the hands next to your hip joint. Stay here for a few more breaths before we move on slowly. Now the next step is to bend your left leg and grab hold of the left ankle with both your hands if you can. Since you're all advanced practitioners, you can do that. And if you're very advanced like Rhythma is, you can just slowly show them how to rotate the shoulders. That's a very advanced posture. You can just hold the ankles or do the rotate the shoulders option, which is a last and final step to it. If you're unable to rotate the shoulders, you can just grab hold of your left ankle with both your hands and then arch up and back. That's an intermediate way of getting into it. Wherever you are, it's good for you, don't worry. Even if you made two, three steps, that's also good. Make sure you're arching up and back fully, pushing your abdomen forward, hips down. Make sure the hips are really rooted down. Would slowly release and once again stretch forward, keeping your chest on your thigh, relaxing just for a few moments before we do the other side. Stretch your arms forward, rest, relax. But now very slowly you come back up into the inverted V. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, come back into the inverted V, and then left leg forward, bend your left leg, drop your right leg down, placing your left heel somewhere close to the right upper thigh. Stretch your arms forward, resting your chest on your thigh. Relax there for a few moments. Sending relaxation to your lower back and to your hips. Now place your hands underneath your shoulders. And then as you inhale, lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up, chin up. And then walk your hands down, further down towards your hip joint. And then increase the arch up and back. You can even rest your hands on your fingertips and arch up and back. But now moving into the full pose, bend your right leg. If you can rotate your shoulders, you can go in for the full pose. Otherwise, just bend your right leg, grab hold of the right ankle with both your hands. Otherwise, the full Kapotasana with rotation of the shoulders, as Ritima is doing, or the simpler version. Stay there for a few breaths, pushing your abdomen forward, hips down. Make sure the hips are nicely grounded down. Opening up the chest. Arching a little bit more. Slowly exhale, release, and stretch your arms forward, resting your chest on the thigh just for a few breaths. Now place your hands underneath your shoulders. Once again, come back into the inverted V. Drop your knees down, stretch back into the child's pose. Take a quick rest here in the child's pose. And then lie down on your abdomen. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your head on either side. We'll do 2 more simple backward bends. Place your forehead on the mat, hands directly under the shoulders for the Bhujangasana, feet together. Now as you inhale, take your chin forward and curl your spine up and back, 1 vertebra at a time. Stay here for a few breaths, throwing the head back. Soften the facial muscles. Keep pushing the pelvis into the mat and rising up and back. Visualizing the breath, traveling up and down your curved spine. Very slowly exhale, come down. We're going to do this once again, but unsupported this time. Bring the forehead down. Now, keeping the hands in the same position, just lift your hands a couple of inches off the mat. And as you inhale, lift your head up, chin up, chest up, throwing the head up and back as much as you can. So here you may not be able to come as high, but that's perfectly fine because your back is becoming stronger since you're not using your hands. Now take your hands behind you and interlock them and lift them up away from the hips. Imagine somebody's pulling you from behind and lifting you up. This gives good relaxation to your shoulders and your neck. Keep lifting the arms up, further up towards the ceiling, chin up. And exhale, slowly come down, relax. Take rest. Notice lightness in the body. All the tension is slowly dissolving. Take a couple of breaths, breathe, relax, and recharge. Preparing for the Dhanurasana. Just in a couple of breaths. Now separate your legs wider, bend your knees, grab hold of the ankles. Take a couple of breaths before you start. You all know what to do. Take a couple of breaths to make yourself stronger, more determined. Grab hold of the ankles. Get a good grip. And then once you're ready, inhale, lift your head up, shoulders up, chest up. And then try and get your knees and thighs up and off the mat. Higher up. Focus on your navel center where you're getting a lot of benefits. The abdomen, all the organs. Slowly exhale, come down, keep holding the ankles and take 2 to 3 breaths. Now we're going to do the same thing a little dynamically. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, chest up a little higher than the first time, knees and thighs up a little bit more. Now what you do is you drop all the way to the right side. All the way, right side, dropping all the way down onto the floor if you can. Inhale, come back to the center and drop all the way to the left side. Don't be scared, you'll be fine. Inhale, center, and exhale, dropping all the way to the right. Just drop down. Inhale, center, and exhale all the way to the left. Come back to the center. And then for the last time, stretch up, lift up a little bit more, and exhale, release. Take a few breaths, relax. Now place your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly stretch back into the child's pose. Take rest in the child's pose. Keep the knees comfortably apart so that you can relax your hips. Be in a state of complete surrender, releasing all the tiredness, all the effort. Now stretch your arms forward and once again come up into the inverted V. We'll do one stretch from the inverted V, which will also give you a spinal twist. So come up into the inverted V, press down into your hands, into your feet, press your chest and shoulders down. Now just follow the instructions. We'll go step by step once again. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Keep the knees straight. Keep pointing up. Very good. Take the leg as high up as you can, being strong on your 2 hands and your 1 foot, which is supporting you. Now, the next step is you bend your right knee and drop the right heel towards your left buttock, towards your left hip, and try and point your right knee up towards the ceiling. And then look up through your right armpit. That's the last step. Look up through the right armpit and try and look up and as further back so that you get a good twist in your spine, looking up and back. Make sure the knee remains up. Do your best. Be strong on your 2 hands, 2 arms, and your 1 leg. Keep looking up and back. But slowly inhale, right leg up straight, and exhale, slowly bring the right leg down with control. Now inhale, left leg as high up as you can take it, keeping the knees straight, pointing your toes up highest. Now drop the left, bend the left knee, drop the left heel towards the right buttock, and then try and peep in, peep out through your left armpit, trying to look up at the ceiling and as further back as is possible for you. Remember, the knee is pointing up, the left knee. Stay there for a few more breaths. But slowly inhale, stretch your leg up and exhale, bring it down. Slowly drop the knees down, stretch back into the child's pose and relax. Take a few moments, breathe, relax. And then come into the all fours position with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under the hips. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to do a slight balancing posture and we're combining it with a kind of a backward bend. Okay. So now inhale, lift your right leg up, bend the right knee and try and grab hold of the right ankle with your left hand. And then arch your spine and look up like you would do in any backward bend. Arch your spine, look up and try and pull your right knee gently up towards the ceiling to increase the arch. Look at any one point. It's also a balancing posture of sorts. Chin up, knee up. Stay there for a few more breaths. Focus by fixing your gaze at one point. And exhale, slowly come down. Bring the right leg down, right knee on the mat. Now inhale, left leg up, bend the left knee slightly and grab hold of the left ankle with your right hand, opposite hand. And then slowly arching your spine, lift your knee up, chin up. Try and look up at the ceiling. Very good. You can just watch Dvitima in case you can't follow me. Keep lifting the knee up, looking at any one point so you don't lose balance. Slowly release. Come down, stretch back into the child's pose. Take a quick rest here. Relax your hips, your lower back. And then slowly come up. We can all today practice. We did a different kind of balance with the backward bend. Now we can do the simple crow. So from here, come into squatting. Place your hands a little ahead of you, about 8 to 10 inches ahead. Open up the fingers. Rest your knees. I'm sure you all know the instructions. Rest your knees on your upper arms. Shift your body weight forward. Look forward. Stay here. Try and hold it a little longer today than you usually do. A good way to improve your balance is to really fix your gaze at one point. Keep looking there. That will improve your balance, your concentration, your focus. And slowly exhale, come down. Shake out your legs and come and stand up now. Separate your legs once again. You can face your device, whatever you're using this morning. Separate your legs wide apart. We're going to do a forward bend and we're going to combine a spinal twist with it. So stretch your arms up. First, keep the legs nice and wide apart and stretch the legs up. Keep the feet nicely grounded and then stretch forward, pushing the buttocks behind towards the wall behind you. Bring the palms flat on the mat somewhere in the center. Keep pushing backwards. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Push the buttocks back, the back of the knees back. Breathe, head down. If you want, you can bring your forearms and your palms on the mat and rest the head on the mat as well. Otherwise, just do what you can. In this position, you get a lot of the benefits of the headstand since the head is down and you're holding it. Now we're going to, from here, move into a spinal twist. So just follow the step-by-step guidance. Stretch your right arm forward, lengthen it forward, and grab hold of your right ankle with your left hand. And then once again, through your armpit, through your right armpit, you're looking up towards the ceiling, up and back. Make sure that your right arm is stretched maximum forward. Just watch Dvitima's arm. She's really extending it forward. And then she's trying to look up through her armpit, up and back at the ceiling. Do what you can. If you can't hold the ankle, no problem. Just hold your shin, your calf, wherever is possible for you. Just focus on the twist. That's more important. Stay here for a few moments. Keep looking up and back, just a couple of breaths more. Slowly release. Now stretch your left arm forward, extend it, and grab hold of your left ankle with your right hand. If you can't hold the ankle, hold any part of the leg and look up through your right armpit up at the ceiling. Chin up, trying to look up and back as further back as you can so that you get a good twist. The chest is really opening up and you're still trying to push your hips behind. You're not leaning forward. Just a couple of breaths more. Look up and back. And exhale, come back to the center. Place your palms flat on the mat. Just relax there for a few moments. Push the buttocks back, breathe. Now slowly start to walk your feet closer to each other until they're about hip width apart. Once they're hip width apart and the feet are parallel to each other, you release your arms, let your whole body hang loose. Just no effort, just hanging like an elephant's trunk. Now bend your knees slightly and roll up. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And then once you're up, place your hands on your lower back, push your abdomen and hips forward and arch back. Stay there for a couple of breaths. And exhale, release. Very good. Shake out your legs and we finish off with a simple triangle today. So separate your feet about 3.5 feet apart. Turn your right foot to the right side. Stretch your left arm up maximum and take it sideways, reaching out to the wall on your right side. Keep the chin away from the chest. And since you're all advanced, you can look up at the ceiling. Keep lengthening, feeling your whole left side stretching away. The feet are nicely strong on the mat, not wobbly. Keep lengthening, breathing. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release. Right foot forward, left to the left side. Make sure your heels are in one line. Stretch your right arm up. First, lengthen it maximum. And then take the length sideways, reaching out to the wall on your left side. Lengthen away. Keep the chin away from the chest. If you feel like it, you can look up at the ceiling or you can look forward, whatever is better for you. Keep lengthening. Breathing. Slowly inhale, come back up and release. Very good. Now shake out your legs and come and stand at the top of the mat with your feet apart. Take a few moments. Keep your eyes softly closed. Simply observing the benefits of the practice you did today. The mind feels more settled. The body more open. More freedom. Now stretch your arms forward and come up and stand on your toes, looking at any one point, balancing on your toes. And then from here, keeping the same on your toes position, bring the hips down, coming into a squatting position. Look at any one point in front of you, stay there, breathe a few times. And then drop your hips down on the mat, roll back, preparing for final relaxation, Shavasana. Keeping the feet apart, your palms facing up. Starting with tensing and relaxing the body parts. Inhale, lift your legs and arms up together. Clench your fists, tighten the legs, tight, 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 and drop. Lift your hips up, tighten, squeeze, and drop. Chest up and drop. Squeeze the shoulders up, tight, 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 release. Roll the head side to side a couple of times each. And then settle down on the mat, find a easy resting position. Try and make yourself still now. lying solid, heavy on the mat like a dead weight, sinking deeper and deeper. Body is still. Only the breath is moving in and out of the body, very effortlessly, very naturally, very easily. It's like the breath is breathing on its own without any effort on your side. Feel your arms and legs lying loose and free on the mat, sinking deeper. Allow the hips to sink deeper as well. Soften and relax your lower back, middle back, and your upper back. Relax the abdomen and the chest. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck. Soften all the facial muscles. Relax the jaw, forehead, scalp, and head. Feel the whole body soften and relax and sink deeper. Once again, awareness on the breath, observing it, moving in and out. Each breath is relaxing you. Each breath is nourishing you. Each breath is healing you and awakening you. Feeling grateful for each breath that's passing by. Feeling grateful for the next breath you're about to breathe now. Honoring each breath. Respecting each breath. Feeling grateful for each breath. And resting in each breath. Stay with your breath for the next few minutes now. And tell yourself in your mind, I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing. I am relaxing. Om. Very slowly bring your feet together. Stretch your arms over your head. Give yourself a nice, long, full body stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release, and very gently now you turn to your side. Come and sit up. Take your time. Keep your eyes softly closed as you come up. Try not to disturb yourself from the space you're in, the inner space. Take a few moments to gather yourself, observing the peaceful vibrations within, feeling strong, healthy, whole and complete now. Making a strong determination within to carry this practice every day of the year, not just on International Day of Yoga. Chanting Om thrice and a prayer. Inhale. Om. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshayamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshayamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshayamamritat. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace. Om Bolo Sare Sadguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. The last of the series of the 3 advanced classes, and tomorrow we have at 8 a.m. we have a special Surya Namaskar class, so do join in. And thank you for your patience and your support and your love. Thank you.